homeschooled her children since the start of the pandemic. She's been studying data privacy issues, and she says parents should be paying much more attention.
Yeah, so as a parent, there are a lot of concerns that I have from a data perspective. A lot of this data collection starts when a child is in pre K. Everything from their attendance to their test scores, their behavioral health, all of that is collected and stored and shared in the cloud, but we don't know who has access to it, from a third party perspective, how this information can be used later on down the road.
Lisa Lavasser says Kozak is correct. Her nonprofit, Internet Safety Labs, is on a mission. The technology watchdog organization recently tested apps for more than 600 schools, including 13 in Virginia, monitoring the flow of information that leaves the school networks.
We tested around, I think it was over 1,300 apps. We tested and we looked at the data flow. We looked at the behavior of the apps. The result was that 78% of those apps, we scored them as a do not use because they were sending data to entities that monetize data, either advertising or analytics. The next bucket down, the high risk bucket, 18% of the apps were in there. So only 4% of the apps were reasonably safe.
By their tally, 96% of education apps that are either required or recommended by schools are passing data directly or indirectly to others, including big tech companies like Google, Apple, and Facebook. Lavasser says schools, like the general public, are mostly unaware of how the data is being used, partially because of the vetting process itself, which often relies on self-reporting of safety measures by the vendors, who may be looking to monetize or who may not be aware of what is actually happening to the data.
The behavior needs to be analyzed. It's one thing to look at the privacy policy or what vendors saying that the product is doing. It's quite another to look at the traffic, to watch the network traffic from the phone into the cloud and see exactly what is happening and where information is going to. We think the proof is in the pudding with that. And that's the kind of analysis that we do. We look at the behavior of the apps themselves. I think that there are some ed tech vendors who work really hard